tuma. There, para.
All right, thank you guys so much. This is Brian Hobbs. I'm from Chateau Maplewood. Welcome to the 10x3 Gala 2021. We're here with Kojo, and we're going to walk you through a bunch of wines from the Francis Coppola Vineyard.
Thank you. My name is Kojo. I go by Wine Kojo. I am Italian trained wine ambassador, and I'm based out of Accra in Ghana, where I own a wine club called Africa Wine Club. So that said, I'm going to jump straight into the wines we have today. Our first wine is 2018 Chardonnay. It's from the Russian River Valley. The second wine is a 2018 Pinot Noir. It's also from the Russian River Valley. And the third wine is from Sonoma. It's a red wine, and it's a blend of several red grapes. I think it's about 4 grapes in there. So for you who are home, we start by looking at the wine. And the goal there is to look at the color. You can look at it against a white background. And what are we looking for? It's a white wine. So we're looking for the intensity of the color. Just think apple juice is like really intense. So how is this compared to that? Is it low? Is it medium? Is it high? Is it medium plus? Is it medium minus? So this is the first thing we look for is the color, right? The next thing is we nose it. We smell it. We want to get a sense for what does this smell like? Oh, this one is very interesting. And this is why we swirl the wine. We just swirl it so we get all the flavors sort of screaming out at us through the glass, and really dig your nose into it and smell it. And when we smell it, we're looking for all the fruit notes that you get on the nose. And then the next thing is to taste it. When you taste it, you switch it on your mouth. It's a white wine, so the key characteristic of white wines is acidity. And acidity, the highest form of acidity is if you have lime or lemon in your mouth. So the question of, again, with that as a benchmark, how does this compare? Is it low acidity? Is it high acidity? Is it medium acidity? And then we also look always for alcohol level. Wine is not a spirit, so it's not supposed to be super alcoholic. So 17% in some markets is the high. So the question of within that space, somewhere between 11 and 17%, where does this fall? Is it low? Is it medium? Or is it high? So Brian and I are going to taste through the first one. He's going to give us a sense for what he's getting on the color. He's going to give us a sense for what he's getting on the nose. And then he's going to give us a sense for what he's getting on the palate for this one.
All right, so when I taste this wine, I definitely, like when you look at the wine, you definitely get kind of like that, definitely kind of a medium golden, a little bit of kind of like lemon, citrus color, and that's where we're aiming for. So as a wine ages, it gets a little bit deeper, it gets a little bit darker, but this one is really fresh. So fresh fruit on the palate. So when you smell that, you get kind of a little bit of honeysuckle, you get a little bit of like almond, you get a really nice richness. And when we evaluate wines, you're just looking for like something like you're looking for something on the palate that is refreshing, that makes you go back and taste more. So yeah, so when I smell this and when I go back, I get like kind of that almond, hazelnut, citrus. I get really nice aromatics. The same thing when we taste it in the palate. You're just like very, very kind of herbal, almonds, hazelnuts, nice citrus. Kind of, you're looking at a little bit of green apple. You're looking at a nice, really, really nice citrus.
Yeah, on this one I get a little bit, alcohol level is pretty high, so you get that initial burn.
Yep.
And it makes sense. The notes say it's about 14.5%, which is sufficiently high for white wine, but it's also a New World wine. So New World means mostly things outside of Europe where you get a lot more sunlight. So sunlight obviously means you get a lot more ripeness, which obviously converts to a lot more alcohol. So we get a little more alcohol on this than you usually get in an old world wine. But otherwise, a lot of what Brian said on the palate, you get a ripe pineapple. It's because of the alcohol level. Obviously, it's a very heavy wine. And when it comes to pairings, I can see this pairing with seafood that is spicy. So if you went got some spicy Mexican food like a taco, like a lobster taco, shrimp taco, and you put some jalapenos in there, this would sort of pair very well with it because it would kill some of that spiciness and really bring out some of these flavors, some of these tropical flavors. So what else do you think you prepare well with a wine like this?
I was gonna say like kind of like Asian dishes, kind of like.
That's like even like a shrimp fried rice, or like a whole fried fish with some spices, Asian.
Because I'm thinking like kind of meaty dishes, like we can do like even like light chicken, like poultry. We can do.
Because of the just the heaviness of the alcohol, it gives it body.
It does, but also kind of like it has a savory component, so that it works well.
Our next wine is a Pinot Noir. It's a 2018 Pinot Noir from Russian River Valley, and I'm gonna go and pour it here. So it's the same process we went through with the white wine. You take a look at it. You're looking for the intensity of the color. The thing with Pinot Noir is that it's a very delicate, very light wine. So you always look for that. If somebody shows you a wine that is very, very dark and it says Pinot Noir, it's a question. So this is the purpose of doing these wine tastings. So you look at it, it looks relatively light. You can see through it in the glass. So in the glass, this Pinot Noir, consistent with what we expect, it's very light and transparent. Next thing is we're gonna smell it. On that Pinot, you get straight away you get those cherry sort of notes on the nose. Just sort of red fruit, and then we're gonna taste it. Yeah, so when we taste it, what we're looking for there, like anytime we're tasting a wine, if you want to sound really knowledgeable, you start with the alcohol level. We know wines are generally between 11 and 17%. So how does this compare, right? What's the alcohol level? Is it medium? In this case, I would say it's about a medium plus for Pinot Noir. It's like a very vibrant cherries, and you have that tea leaf taste almost. The next thing is we're looking for tannins. One of the things with red wine, which sort of makes it, sort of makes your mouth water, is this is tannins. And in the wine world, we describe tannins as if you drank black tea without any sugar or cream. That feeling you get when you drink tea without any of that is what is the definition of tannins as an experience. So in this case, I would say the tannins is generally soft. Pinot Noir, especially in the New World, is known to be generally softer. The tannins are about a medium plus. And right away you get that Pinot Noir note. It's very, very vibrant.
When I taste this Pinot, I think of like kind of full flavors. So I get a little bit of cranberry, I get kind of like a little bit of earthiness, a little orange peel. It's just a really good food-friendly wine. So when you think about pairing wine with family and friends, this is a really good balance of a Pinot because it's not super heavy, it's not super light, but it has really good balance. And what we talked about is just kind of like the acid. So when we talk about acid and balance, it's just really fresh. We get the fruit, but also the secondary flavors of kind of like that cherry, that kind of orange peel. We're getting a little bit of like really kind of earthy, but balanced tannins. So that's what we look for in a balanced wine.
And for this wine, I can see a range of. It's actually very drinkable because the tannins are not too harsh. So you can actually just drink it as is, but you can also pair with a range of foods. In its original form in Burgundy, Pinot Noir is paired with a lot of stews. But in the New World, I can see this going from everything from chicken to pork to everything, to stews, and I can see this going with a tuna steak that has a lot around it that is not too fresh. This would be perfect with the meal that is planned for us today, which is just a bean with whatever your protein is, your meat, and then also mostly red would involve plantain. So that whole balance would go very well with Pinot Noir.
All right, in between each glass, you definitely want to take a break, and it's nice to have a little bit of water, but with the balance with these wines and the glassware, you want to make sure that you're doing 2 or 3 ounces per person. So when you're hosting and having an event, you can smell, you can taste, you can enjoy the entire event.
So our next wine, obviously, is Sonoma County wine. It's 2018. It's a blend of Merlot, Syrah, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Petit Syrah. Let's see how this looks. As you can see, it's very dense looking already against the white background. You can obviously see a lot of intensity, but not too much. I mean, we've seen darker. Yeah, the intensity is there. I would say it's medium to medium plus intensity on the color. On the nose, you don't get a whole lot, but you definitely get somewhere between a blackberry and a dark berry, and obviously a little bit of a cherry in there, but you definitely get the dark berries. But not much else. The nose doesn't give out a whole lot, which is quite interesting, but not unusual when you have 4 grapes in there. So we're gonna taste it, see how it evolves. So yeah, definitely, as we expected, this is a New World blend of 4 grapes. So you expect a lot of fruit up front, but surprising tannins. It's very tannic, makes sense. The color obviously betrays its Merlot origins. It's about 48% Merlot, so it's a beautifully balanced wine. Definitely medium plus to high alcohol levels. This is definitely a food wine. It's not one you sit down around and just drink. Brian, what are your thoughts on the wine?
When you're evaluating a wine, like my biggest thing is like, are you looking for dark fruit? Are you looking for red fruit? This kind of like walks the balance of both. So I see a lot of like those dark, pithy fruits, but also kind of a little bit of a red fruit where there's a little bit of kind of like that Bing cherry. There's and that's what makes it nice.
Yep.
And as you taste it on the palate, it kind of shines through, you know, you know, we were talking about kind of the alcohol component. The alcohol is not too high, but it's still refreshing with the acid. So when you're looking at any wine, it's basically like that balance. And I think that with the tannic structure, you're looking for something that has kind of like that meaty, you know, you want to cut through some of that fat, which this needs, you know, it needs some fat when you're pairing the wine.
But this is a beautiful wine. You know, it'll be interesting to have this wine with a barbecue or a steak. You can have it with lamb. You can have it with some Indian food. A little bit of spice in there. A little bit of. You could even have it with beans, depending on what you're putting in the beans, whether you're putting beef or lamb, or even smoked turkey. This will go very well with.
Every wine here just has like balance and harmony, and that's what we're passionate about. You know, when we opened up this business, we wanted to work with farmers, we want to work with small businesses, we wanted to work with people that had integrity. And this shines through with these three wines, especially what we're tasting tonight. And also, wine is a journey. So as long as you're enjoying the journey and tasting and learning and you know, being a part of family and friends, that's what we really care about.
I like big, bold white wine sometimes, and this Chardonnay was definitely that. The Pinot Noir represents the New World very well, very balanced. The fruit is there, the alcohol is there, the tannins are there, there's some acidity, beautiful, and obviously the blend. It has a lot going for it. The tannins are strong, and like Brian said, wine is a time to connect with other people, and it's a beautiful thing to be able to connect with what the producers are put together, and with you all watching us and joining us here. Keep enjoying, keep sharing, and hopefully we'll meet one of these days and we share a bottle of wine.
Thank you so much for joining us with the 10x3 Gala. Have a good night. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, and thank you for attending the 10x3 Gala. Pay careful attention to item number 2129. That is a virtual cooking lesson with me, Chef Mindy John. Before 10x3, I worked as a chef, taught many years of food safety and cooking classes, and I am super excited to help you put together some fun recipes that will surprise and delight your friends at your next get-together. If you have ever dreamed of being a chef, or you just want to learn more about spices and food, we are going to have a blast. Remember, 100% of the proceeds go to 10x3. So get those bids up there, and I can't wait to meet you.
As you continue to bid on all of our exciting auction experiences, pay special attention to the oceanfront property in Texas, graciously donated by a supporter of 10 by 3. This is a stunning home, a 7-day stay, and the opening bid is $4,000. And remember, as you are relaxing on the beach, 10 by 3 will be busy using your generous donation to change the world. Thank you again for your support.
Hello, my name is Asar Kaibila. Please bid on my weaving lesson. You will learn how to weave this basket with me. I can't wait to meet you.
Mambo ya tuma. There, Farah.
Welcome to the world headquarters of 10 by 3, located in St. Louis, Missouri in the United States of America. It's from right here, a mighty staff of 8 and hundreds of volunteers work to end poverty through entrepreneurship. 10 by 3 is a formula we pioneered which ends poverty. We know when we purchase 10 of these beautiful products a month at prosperity wages, which we define as 2.5 times fair trade, and then require the artisan to invest those prosperity wages into 3 small businesses in addition to their handicraft. That formula places them on a dignified, sustainable path out of poverty. 10 by 3 is a 501c3. We raise more than 85% of our annual budget ourselves without the aid of donors like you. However, as we make our way toward operational sustainability, we count on your generosity to help us cover our annual budget gap, which this year is $200,000. We are gathering to raise $50,000 toward that need. And to get us launched toward the target, 3 anonymous donors have contributed a combined total of $50,000 in challenge grants. When you match that $50,000, we will be halfway to our fundraising needs for the year. We trust by now you are enjoying your Ghanaian dish of red sent in your 2021 gala basket. We would love to see your meal photos and comments about the gala on your favorite social media site using the hashtag TBTGala21. The 2021 gala meal is a traditional dish from Ghana, and for that reason, it seems only fitting to begin our hour of Artisan Entrepreneur celebration by traveling to the peaceful village of Niarga, Ghana. Located in the Upper East region on the outskirts of Bolgatanga, it is under a baobab tree where we find 10 by 3 artisan entrepreneur Anafo Atanga sharing her story.
Mam po hay yu ko la mam ji la wa mam ji la wa man de ba ti ne ngaran de ji la wa mam ji la wa to po yu pi la na hona yu pi la na la ti tu ma ji to ne to me pa ti ma tare tu ma wu ko de song ba ta ba fine de le ma tare e bono ti du uka wa du nga wo ti ta du pa ba yo ba to fa ta ba kal ba te bona jo man yunde na saka man yuke dita na jine ma aji ko kol ti be ne bi ti yen di mala top ti ma ko mi di ma sen ko wal bana ba do fo de ta anda dum ta ameri gar dan dan ba yi maka yang ne ti aba yi am bi te ye bo yi ma de ye ma di de mi ta ba Zat man timang ko atawe ya ma yet ma woti ayuro ama ti ama ma bi ni ma jide o tambi nere pour shot mo ko boare man aka ti de bala sen kat mo man da ba yet di ya sa lu la mo ne ti yala zo ben ni ga tam ato ni le ton ba pu ba piega ba ko ba ma yisi ina te bitmaya te puhom ni ba ba ton ma pour pigan te ma je peut-être so il ma piel ma andi ma den
After witnessing her success, it is clear Anafo is ready to graduate from our program. What exactly does graduating from 10 by 3 mean, and what happens to the artisans after they graduate? To answer that question, we take you to the fields of Nyargagana, where we find 2014 graduate Adam Bila hard at work planting crops ahead of the summer rains.
Bina dek bat manye pe manye boa mambu yitinga soka mala bina bat ma koma school ma tomba school dala manye pe ganye bol ma ko ka ditati na ko to din noro la da ma da ma pal nga botin ekla de na be ba itiget makala wona woka puanga da sede nsa engeti woka tin kala ta wo wola ngo inga wane ma bote ing tul ninga la tan tul ma putir ponda pot lang bal basa gisa ala man ko la na yene yet ma ing ta ta ko ti vo la miti na o ken de kan parle zo c'est la pika lembo nzena nanga le yel bio ne ka sam pa ho zin yo ka so ne da da zin do to ba pa atma la biesa mo rek sala ba po te san kan zina ko biya kan onda ko sayel masayel portable det babit wo kala de ni mo bo bi bi tile de ma zo la an sen da ala mun sen da adela bu yila de te ken de le ko de bat ma aso kan lati nga eng mat ma wa na jala san ta da tun ton wa yang de ton be ka ta da yel mati san ta da tun ton ta ba te nga mina ta bi la mina te ba bo ma lirgeti ita de ge ta wora te yo bala tuma be kala le ko bolga da aw sanke to dalo kayna je to lebe ko sappo le to wala yuwul mona o kan yang pawu ka wa tasan ke zullu gisak sil kazi binte amu an ma ansi ma yela mata man de kam nga kazu wo kala da wa ma da ka giri mam da ka tit ma wo ma wo de na ma da tit ma wo pa de da be ta la song go ma wo nye song wona la se mi la ta pik ni ne asan wo wo na me chila la da awura do da las basketball sukuf lam de song bat ma ko ma wa sukuf je sukuf la pot ma yang wa na mem bon wa je sukuf fet ma wa na ngen na da je ne pon bat ma ta nye songa ba ye era ne ma yang ka ta tom ba na wa na nye.
Our 10 by 3 model is successful in part because it is based on equal effort. The artisans must want to get out of poverty as much as we want to help them. To help you better understand how hard it is to be a 10 by 3 artisan, we take you now to the Upazila of Jigargasha, Bangladesh, a small village about 15 kilometers from the East India border. And it is here we find 10 by 3 artisan Chichilia Mondal just rising for her day.
টেন বাই 3 আসার আগে আমার জীবনটা অনেক কষ্টের ছিল। এত কষ্টের ছিল যে আমি ভবিষ্যৎ সম্পর্কে কোনো কিছু চিন্তা করতে পারতাম না। টেন বাই থ্রির আর্টিসান হিসেবে বলতে বুঝি যে একজন পরিশ্রমী কর্মী যে অলসতা করবে না, অলসতা করে সে দুঃখের দিন আনবে না, যে পরিশ্রমী করে উজ্জ্বল ভবিষ্যতের দিকে এগিয়ে যেতে পারবে। এই যে বড় সামনের দিকে উজ্জ্বল ভবিষ্যতের জন্য মাথার মধ্যে সবসময় কাজ করে।
Cecilia puts into new perspective the hard work and determination required to be successful in our program. The 10 by 3 program is not a handout. It is not free. It is a partnership built on the solid principles of entrepreneurship. Just as we are not 100% reliant on your donations, as we do raise 85% of our operational expenses ourselves, we don't want our artisans to be 100% reliant on us. So we require they use their prosperity wages to start 3 small businesses, generating multiple streams of income. 2021 marks the inaugural year for our Artisan Entrepreneur of the Year Award. And throughout this gala, you will meet the awardees. Here to tell us more about the award is 10 by 3 board member and United Nations Peace Ambassador, Her Excellency, Dr. April Trupiano.
Welcome to the 10 by 3 2021 Gala. We're here at the 10 by 3 World Headquarters where our small team of 8 is busy taking and shipping out orders all over the United States and Canada. As a peace ambassador for the United Nations, I understand how vital economic prosperity is to creating peace in families and communities around the world. The 10 by 3 model of ending poverty through entrepreneurship ensures economic prosperity, which results in peace. And that is one of the many reasons I serve on this board. Each business our artisans are required to start generates multiple streams of income, helping the artisans become financially stable by creating sustainable prosperity, which ultimately leads to their successful graduation out of our program. During this gala, we will honor artisan entrepreneurs from 6 countries as our 2021 Artisan Entrepreneurs of the Year. 2021 is the inaugural year of our Artisan Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and we want to thank the generous sponsors supporting each awardee and their country. Selecting the artisan awardee is based on the following criteria: how well the artisan utilized their prosperity wages to generate streams of income, the quality of the products the artisan created, and how well the artisan demonstrated the 10 by 3 core values of respect, collaboration, transparency, and prosperity. We asked each country director to nominate 3 artisans, and in collaboration with the directors, we selected this year's awardees. To make these awards possible, 10 by 3 created a $5,000 country sponsorship opportunity, and generous sponsors stepped up to support our inaugural year of this award. Their partnership ensures the Artisan Entrepreneur awardees receive a cash prize and funds for a community project of their choice. Here's how we use the $5,000 sponsorship money. $250 is awarded directly to the artisan entrepreneur to use as they wish. $1,250 will fund a project that the artisan entrepreneur selects to benefit their community. The remaining funds help 10 by 3 cover annual operational costs in each country to support our artisans, some of whom will become next year's award recipients. I want to thank the generous sponsors who made these awards possible. And I want to invite all of you to be a sponsor next year. You can partner with us to fund an Artisan Award next year by visiting the Fund a Need section of our auction. On behalf of the 10x3 Worldwide Board of Directors, thank you for your participation in our 2021 Gala. We take you now to Ghana, where Abdoulaye Asua will share more about our operations and introduce the 2021 Ghanaian Artisan Entrepreneur of the Year.
Thank you, April. Toma, and welcome to the village of Nyarka, Ghana, and the 2021 10x3 Gala. My name is Abdoulaye Asua. In 2005, I started as a volunteer with 10x3, and today I serve as Director of Operations. We are a small team of 7 here in Ghana, plus Board of Directors. Chief Paul Asana Ago, based in Zare, Madame Grace Adevo, based in Accra, and Madame Teresa Carrington, based in USA. Here in Ghana, we have done a great job tackling poverty, with only 13% of our population still living in poverty, and most of them are located right here in the rural areas of Ghana. Every year, 10x3 orders about 30,000 handcrafted baskets created by 1,650 artisans across 32 weaving groups. Since arriving in my village in 2005, 10x3 has purchased nearly 250,000 baskets from our artisans, empowering us to place the US equivalent of nearly $5 million directly into their hands. 65 artisans have formally exited our program, meaning we held a graduation ceremony and they each received a graduation certificate, which they then can use in other areas of their businesses, such as to achieve loans. Hundreds of others self-exited, meaning they came, they created products, and the prosperity wages they earned was all they needed to change their life, and they left the project unannounced. 10x3 invests into the community here in Ghana, and together with the community built the first public junior high school for girls in the Upper East region that has helped my village reduce female illiteracy from 95% down to less than 5%. I work with hundreds of artisans every single day who inspire me. The one who inspires me the most is the artisan you have already met. And now for Atanga, she is the 2021 Ghanaian Artisan Entrepreneur of the Year. 10x3 has purchased 542 baskets from Anafo, and she used her prosperity wages to start 4 businesses: goats, cows, pig, and crops. And those businesses produce an impressive 25 income streams. Anafo has decided her project for the community will be to purchase sheep for a selected group members, who will in turn give 1 female sheep each to their college until everyone receives a sheep. Congratulations, Anafo. Here in Ghana, in the Upper East region, the traditional way of saying thank you to someone is on behalf of all the artisans in Ghana and their families, I say Mposia to you. Now, we head over to Uganda, where my colleague Sarah is standing by to tell you about the operations there.
Thank you, Abdoulaye. Welcome to Pearl of Africa, Uganda. My name is Sarah Walugembe, and I'm the country director. 10x3 first entered in Uganda in 2005. And in 2007, I found myself helping Trisa chase down criminals here who were harming our artisans. It was then Trisa convinced me to take over operation here. I was scared of all I had to learn, but I believe that I could do it. We are a staff of 3. I, myself, Ismail, and Afla, and we are work with about 300 artisans through 16 groups. Each year, we send 10,000 products to 10x3 in the United States. Here in Uganda, we have had more than 300 artisans self-exit our program, and dozens are ready to graduate, and we are currently training those who will take their places. I was raised in poverty here in Uganda, and I completed school through grade 5. When Teresa asked me to be her country director, I had never used computer in my life. However, I knew this was a chance of a lifetime, and I was determined to do whatever I had to do to bring this opportunity to women just like me. Teresa and 10 by 3 team have been at my side, helping me learn and grow ever since. Over the years, we have placed the US equivalent of just over $1 million in prosperity wages direct into the hands of our artisans. The 2021 Artisan Entrepreneur of the Year in Uganda, Farida Sendaula, received some of those funds. Since joining 10 by 3 program, Farida has produced 1,022 baskets for 10 by 3 and has started 4 business generating 9 streams of income. Farida has decided her project for the community will be the goat business project to ensure the women of her community receive goats so they can start their own goat businesses. Congratulations, Farida. We are so proud of you. When I first started working with 10 by 3, it was called Blessing Basket Project. And today here in Uganda, together with 10 by 3, I have helped so many women. They call me Miss Blessing. I love my work, but it is not possible without all of you. In Uganda, the greatest sign of respect is to lower ourselves and say, Mwebale nnyo, on behalf of all of our artisans here in Uganda. Now, I send you back to Teresa at the 10 by 3 World Headquarters in the United States of America. Teresa.
Thank you, Sarah. I want to take a moment and thank the generous sponsors of the Artisan Entrepreneur Awards for Ghana and Uganda. You have learned what it takes to be a 10 by 3 artisan and what it means to be a graduate, and have met 2 of our 6 Artisans of the Year and heard their stories. Now, we want to give you a few moments to bid on our unique auction items, ensuring we meet that $50,000 challenge grant.
Hello, my name is Asar Kaibila. Please bid on my weaving lesson. You will learn how to weave this basket with me. I can't wait to meet you.
Welcome back to the 10x3 2021 Gala. At our 2020 Gala, you supported several of our Fund a Need projects, and we wanted to show you the incredible impact your donations helped create in the world over the past year. We needed $16,000 to fund a toilet project in Bangladesh. You came together to fund that project. And here is what happened next.
তো আমাদের বাচ্চা কাচ্চা পায়খানা হইতো, সালাদে ঘিরা থাকতো, কিলমি হইতো, হসপিটালে যেতে হইতো, ডাক্তারখানায় যেতে হইতো।
খোলা টয়লেট থাকা পর্যন্ত বাচ্চাদের শরীর খারাপ হতো, পায়খানা হতো, বমি হতো। মা হিসেবে আমার খুব খারাপ লাগতো যখন খোলা পায়খানা ছিল, তখন মনে হতো যে যদি একটা ভালো পায়খানা হতো তখন তো আমার এই বাচ্চাটা এরকম অসুস্থ হইতো না।
আমার 10x3 আসার আগে আমার টয়লেট ছিল কাঁচা, পেলে যেতে চেত না, কান্নাকাটি করতো। জল ব্যবসা হলে বেশি কান্নাকাটি। আমার খোলা পায়খানা থাকার সময় কি রোগ হতো, ওই লোকে পাতলা পায়খানা, ডায়রিয়া, কাশি, তারপরে হলো গিয়ে ঠান্ডা লাগতো, ডাক্তারের কাছে যাওয়া লাগতো, ওষুধ নিয়ে আসা লাগতো, চেতনা থাকতে হয়তো, ঘুমোতে পারতাম না। ওই যখন কাঁচা পায়খানা ছিল সেখন আমার খারাপ লাগতো, ছেলে পেলে স্কুলে যেতে পারতো না। পাকা পায়খানা ঘরে ছেলে পেলে যাবে আরও খুশি, তাকে প্রার্থনা জানাতে হবে যে আমার দিয়েছে, তাকে অনেক অনেক ধন্যবাদ দিতে হবে।
আমার বাচ্চা কাচ্চা কোনো সমস্যা হবে না, এই নিয়ে খুব আনন্দ খুশি।
এবার মনে করলাম যে এবার আমার বাড়ি একটা যদি অতিথিও আসে তা আমার ভালো লাগবে, আমার মান সম্মান বজায় থাকবে।
রাত জাগদি হচ্ছে না, এখন খুব ভালো আছি দাদা, নতুন বাথরুম পেয়ে আমি খুব খুশি।
Another 2020 Gala Fund a Need project was a light project in Togo. The village of Gape in Togo has never, ever had a source of light other than a flame or a flashlight. And one donor, Miss Laura Larson, stepped up to cover 100% of a solar light project for this very needy village. Miss Laura, here is the impact you created.
ele na be miana anya be eduo ba le miantia aja anabe edu anya be miama pete lolo
anya ni la bonyo ni wala pedone american na ju ya roda
Nyala gbagba mi la viviti ma chan go gbe ya mi gba le mi le kakali ma le gbe ya e joji le mi nto e na be mi di be nya ru asan na jua nya po jua ma ji jeje e gba ma komli gbe le ja gbe ja ji la jon ka ma ba mlayin.
Pretty amazing, right? When you take part in our Fund a Need projects in this gala, you can count on 10 by 3 doing exactly what we said we would do with the money. And while we're talking about Togo, we wanted to update you on the powerful school project funded by Laz Parking and its employees. Now, this is a company based on conscious capitalism, and the impact we have created together has children never wanting to leave school.
Auparavant, souvent les enseignants étaient absents. Quand ils voient que le temps est mauvais, ils ne peuvent pas venir parce qu'ils savent que s'ils arrivent, ils vont retourner encore. Maintenant, tout le monde est à l'aise. Pour les élèves, je sais qu'ils sont contents parce que auparavant, ils ne venaient pas, ils n'étaient pas fréquents à l'école comme ça. Maintenant, même si on les laisse d'aller à la maison, des fois, ils ont envie de rester encore. Chaque fois, ils sont dans la classe. Ils travaillent normalement. Auparavant, j'arrivais à l'école ici avant l'arrivée des élèves. Mais maintenant, avant mon arrivée, ils sont à l'école en train de s'amuser. Et 34 élèves au CPD. Tous les 34 ont réussi. On a eu 100%. Comparativement à ce qui se passait avant, à peine on a 25%, 35%, comme ça. Donc la construction du bâtiment nous a beaucoup aidé. Il me manque de mots pour qualifier comment je suis content de... Je tiens à remercier ceux qui ont aidé. Ils nous ont aidés à construire ce bâtiment dans notre village. Ça nous a beaucoup aidés. Nous-mêmes, on n'avait pas la possibilité. Ils arrivent, ils ont le bâtiment, ils sont arrivés, ils sont nombreux. On a présenté l'année passée 34 élèves là.
Another company partnering with 10 by 3 to surprise and delight its staff and clients is Trans Chemical, based right here in St. Louis, Missouri. Trans Chemical specializes in bulk and packaged solvents and chemicals in a variety of industries. President Marilyn Stovall believes in supporting women-owned businesses, so partnering with 10 by 3 to support women entrepreneurs around the world was a natural fit. Marilyn and Trans Chemical have supported projects across 5 countries impacting the lives of 1,382 artisans, while helping 10 by 3 streamline our work and our entrepreneurs to be more successful. During our 2020 gala, Marilyn and Trans Chemical, along with 7 of you, also came together to support COVID supplies in Uganda. This was vital for the protection of our artisans and staff. 250 women and their families were positively impacted by this project. Thank you so much for your contributions to this Fund a Need. Now it's time to head off to Kenya, where Esther Mwangi is standing by to share more about our operations there and announce the 2021 Artisan of the Year. Esther, over to you.
Thank you, Teresa, and welcome to the beautiful country of Kenya, where our motto is Harambee. This means let's all pull together. My name is Esther Mwangi, and as of July this year, I was named Country Director of Basket Operations. We're two of us here, namely Henry Oguti, who works with the stone artisans, and myself, who works with the basket weavers. We also have a board of directors who are represented by Claire Onderi, Julia Otieno, Henry Oguti, and Teresa Carrington. This board of directors works hand in hand with 10 by 3 to effectively help 141 artisans who happen to be in 7 groups. Our work in Kenya has not gone without its own challenges, with us working very closely with the artisan to improve the quality of the baskets. We've also gone through staffing changes and are currently battling with the devastating impact of COVID-19. Our artisans, however, have taken it in stride and are using the prosperity wages that they're getting to start small businesses. And Kaluki Kianga is of no exception. 10 by 3 has so far bought 80 baskets from Kaluki, and she has used her prosperity wages to start a small business, which she used the prosperity wages to purchase their inventory. Kaluki is an excellent example of 10 by 3 values. Having worked with her, I can attest to that. Thank you in my language is Asante. So, to everyone who has contributed to the success of this gala, Asante Sana. Asante Sana, my friends. And now I would like to pass it on to my colleague Milton in Madagascar.
Thank you, Esther. My name is Biltin Alberta Harmanatina Shumalar, and 2012 I became country director of 10 by 3 in Madagascar. 10 by 3 came in Mahab Mananiv, Madagascar in 2007 at the request of Missouri Botanical Garden. The garden was fighting to conserve the last remaining area of forest in Madagascar, and poverty was driving the local villagers here in Mahab into the forest to survive. 10 by 3 has had a positive impact on forest conservation here in the area, and forest fires have been reduced to almost zero. We are a team of 3 here in Mahab, myself and 2 group leaders, Marceline and Philberine. Together, we work with over 218 artisans across 3 groups. 75% of the people here in Madagascar live in extreme poverty, so 10 by 3's work here is desperately needed. Over the years, 10 by 3 has purchased over 30,000 baskets from our artisans, empowering us to place the US equivalent $440,000 in prosperity wage into their hand. We have many artisans already for graduation here in Mahab. They will be graduating as soon as the replacements are trained. One of artisans now ready for graduation is this year Artisan Entrepreneur of the Year is Chaperline. 10 by 3 has purchased 133 baskets from Chaperline. She used her prosperity wage to start free business. So, on behalf of all our artisans and their family here in Madagascar, I want to thank you for supporting 10 by 3 so they can support us here in Madagascar. Now, I send you back to Teresa Carrington, who is at the World headquarters of 10 by 3 back in St. Louis, Teresa.
Thank you, Miltine. I want to take a moment and thank the Harder family who sponsored the Artisan of the Year Award for Kenya, and all of those who came together to sponsor the Artisan of the Year Award for Madagascar. We will now take a short bidding break. Get your bidding on, and we'll see you back here in 2 minutes.
Hello. I trust you're enjoying the stories of hope and prosperity of the 10x3 community. Now, as you continue to bid on all of our exciting auction experiences, pay special attention to the oceanfront property in Texas, graciously donated by a supporter of 10x3. This is a stunning home, a 7-day stay, and the opening bid is $4,000. And remember, as you are relaxing on the beach, 10x3 will be busy using your generous donation to change the world. Thank you again for your support. Welcome back to the 10x3 2021 Gala. My name is Ray Harder, Chairman of the 10x3 Board of Directors. I'm excited to share with you that we are experiencing growth like never before. We are charting a new and sustainable path forward, ensuring a bright future for our artisans and their communities. But just how are we doing this? This past year, some of the brightest and most talented leaders across the world joined our team, doubling the size of our board. We are building a long-term strategic plan that positions 10x3 for continued success well into the future. We have aligned with nationally known retail partners to expand sales and continue to grow our U.S. staff to better serve our artisans. We can't do this alone. I would like to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude for all of those who bring our mission alive. Whether you're an artisan, a team member, a volunteer, a board member, or a donor, your involvement with 10x3 matters. Thank you once again for all that you are doing to help support this impactful mission, which is pioneering an end to poverty through entrepreneurship. It truly is an honor for me to serve alongside Teresa and our board. Thank you for being with us today to recognize and to celebrate our amazing 10x3 community. And thank you to those who have made this event possible, including our gala committee led by Laura Boges. Laura?
Thank you, Ray, and hello. My name's Laura Boges. I've had the pleasure of chairing the 2021 Gala Committee. Joining me this year were Leslie Kluge, Jenny Ablin, Ray Harder, Donna Frederick, Shan Klasiri, Carrie Meyer-McGrath, and Colleen Phillips. This hardworking group deserves a huge thank you for the organization of this year's auction items, creating successful ticket sales, and for their hard work and dedication in supporting the 10x3 team and ensuring that every detail came together for a successful event. I also want to thank all of you who donated items for this year's auction and who offered sponsorships. Finally, a big thank you to all of you for attending and for your support of the great work of 10x3. We now send it to Nahid Akram in Bangladesh to learn more about the cultural significance of the gamsha, which was in your gala basket.
Thank you, Laura, and welcome to Bangladesh. My name is Nahid Akram, and I am the country director here. I will tell you more about Bangladesh soon. But first, I want to share the story of the gamsa from Bangladesh, which came in your gala basket.
গ্রামের তাঁতিরা হাত মেশিনে তাঁতিরা গামছা বুনে বুনে তারাই দুটো করে গামছা দিনে বুনতে পারে মেয়েরা গামছা পরে কিভাবে আমরা কাজ করি যেত সেই সময় গামছাটা এভাবে পরে আমরা কাজ করি এবারে কাজ করার পরে আমরা গামছাটা নিয়ে খুলে ঝেড়ে আমাদের নাক মুখ পরিষ্কার করি করে আবার গামছাটা আমরা এভাবে নিয়ে আমাদের কাজ করি চুলটা খুলে এবার মাথা পুষি এই যে মাথা পুষে এবারটা চুলটা এইভাবে ঝাড়া দিই
গামছা আমরা সাধারণত কাজ করার সময় এরকম কোমরে বেঁধে কাজ করি অনেক শক্তি পাই তারপরে আবার গামছা রোদ্রের সময় আমরা যখন মাঠে কাজ করি তখন গামছাটা এরকমভাবে আমরা মাথায় বাঁধি রোদ বৃষ্টি এবং ঘামটাম মোছার জন্য আমাদের এই গামছা ব্যবহার হয় পায়েও এই গামছা লাগে মাথায় বাঁধার জন্য গামছা লাগে তারপরে মাঠের কাজ করার সময়ও গামছা লাগে এমনকি গোসল করার সময়ও এই গামছা আমরা ব্যবহার করে থাকি
না আমরা একদিনও গামছা ছাড়া চিন্তা করতে পারি না
Now I send it over to my colleague in Togo, Edo Sonsi, who will share the story of the shaker who is also in your gala basket.
Thank you, Nahid. Welcome to Togo. My name is Edo Sonsi and I am the country director here. The shakers, or asogwe, as we call it in our local language, is an important part of our culture here in Togo. I had a chance to spend time with a group of cultural musicians who show how this is used and an expert who gave us a few tips on how to play it. So let me show you how we play asogwe or shakers in Togo.
Et la castagnette est composée de deux disques. Il y a la grande disque qui est ici et la petite disque qui est en bas. Donc, c'est au niveau de la grande disque que l'on noue des cordes pour faire un son. Et généralement, la castagnette donne un son qui concilie le son de la voix et puis le son des tambours. Le secours se fait ainsi. Donc, on attrape la petite disque de par notre poignet et on secoue la grande disque. Et la frappe se fait ainsi. Ou bien, et le grattage se fait ainsi. La castagnette est très importante dans l'utilisation, bien dans l'harmonisation des sons pour obtenir une bonne musique.
And that is the cultural significance of the asogwe in my country. Here in Togo, more than half of our population lives in extreme poverty. It is an honor for me to work with 10 by 3 to help change that statistics. I met Teresa Carrington through the Bosch Alumni Network. She reached out to me as fellow member of the network because she wanted to know if the grass Ghana artisans use to weave their basket also grew in Togo. I quickly found the grass is abundant here. However, here in Togo, they were not using the grass to create high-value items like baskets. We were making local brooms and feeding it to our cows. In late 2018, thanks to generous donors like you, 10 by 3 was able to send a team of trainers from Ghana to Togo and successfully transfer the knowledge of how to turn this grass into baskets. There are 61 active artisans in Togo spread across 2 groups. Some of artisans are still in training. So far, have placed the US equivalent of more than 15,000 in prosperity wages into the hands of Togolese artisans. One of those artisans is Afi Aivi, and she is the 2021 Artisan Entrepreneur of the Year for Togo. Afi has woven 33 baskets and has already started 5 businesses with her prosperity wages, resulting in 12 total streams of income, and employed 2 people to help in her field, giving her more time to weave. Afi has had to overcome a tremendous amount. Her husband died, leaving her with 2 children, and her family forced her to preach about voodoo fetish on the street, but the money from that keep her in starvation. 10 by 3 was the only way she could break free from this life which she did not want and create prosperity for her and her children. In Togo, this is a traditional way to thanking someone. First, we pour water to feed ancestors and say this motion. Akbelo, akbelo. Enule dolo, enule dolo, enule dolo. Now, I send it to my colleague in Bangladesh, Nahid Akram.
Thank you, Edo, and welcome back to Bangladesh. My name is Nahid Akram, and I am the country director for Bangladesh. 10 by 3 has been in Bangladesh since 2005, and I became country director in 2018. We are a team of 6 here in Bangladesh, myself and Povitra Roy, who run the administration, and Meghna, Shulata, Maushumi and Rumpa, who lead our artisans. 1 in 4 people in my country live in poverty, and together with you and 10 by 3, we are changing those statistics. Here in Bangladesh, we work with 12 groups representing 348 artisans. Over the past 15 years, 10 by 3 has purchased more than 81,000 products, allowing us to place the US equivalent of $1.4 million in prosperity wages directly into the hands of the artisans. 55 artisans have graduated from our program, and another 53 will graduate soon. Bangladesh is the only country 10 by 3 serves where the rainy season shuts down production 2 months out of the year. This is because the damp air and humidity makes it difficult to keep the palm leaf bright. During the rainy season, they dream of what they will do with their prosperity wages. Every time you buy a basket from Bangladesh, you help make those dreams come true. And that is the case for the 2021 Bangladesh Artisan of the Year, Alo Bishas. 10 by 3 has purchased 477 baskets from Alo. Alo used her prosperity wages to start 5 small businesses: goats, chickens, crops, a wood business, and a fruit garden. Those small businesses now produce 11 separate streams of income for Alo. Producing so many small businesses and streams of income, plus how she helps her fellow artisans and upholds the 10 by 3 core values, makes Alo a perfect choice for the 2021 Artisans of the Year. Alo has chosen a public well and a solar light as her community project, helping light dark walkways and reduce the distance women in her village have to walk for water. In Bangladesh, to show an extreme sign of respect, we say Dhonnobad. While touching the feet of the person, we are thanking. But since you can't be here for me to touch your feet to show my gratitude, I will use this basket in that place. And on behalf of my artisans here in Bangladesh, I now send you back to the world headquarters of 10 by 3 in St. Louis. Thank you.
Thank you, Nahid. And thank you, Miss Susan Block, for sponsoring the Artisan Entrepreneur of the Year in Bangladesh, and for Kenstra sponsoring Togo. I see your bids coming in, and there are some heated bidding wars going on, which is getting exciting. We're going to take a short bidding break so you can get those bids in and send in your donations. And when we come back, we will share the silver lining of conducting our work during a global pandemic. So stay tuned.
Hello, and thank you for attending the 10 by 3 Gala. Pay careful attention to item number 2129. That is a virtual cooking lesson with me, Chef Mindy John. Before 10 by 3, I worked as a chef, taught many years of food safety and cooking classes, and I am super excited to help you put together some fun recipes that will surprise and delight your friends at your next get-together. If you have ever dreamed of being a chef, or you just want to learn more about spices and food, we are going to have a blast. Remember, 100% of the proceeds go to 10 by 3. So get those bids up there, and I can't wait to meet you. Welcome back to the 10 by 3 2021 Gala. My name is Mindy John, and I am the Chief of Sales and International Operations here at 10 by 3. I came on board just as the pandemic was beginning, and within weeks it would become a global crisis. In 2020, COVID-19 closed the doors of many of our retail partners, forcing 10 by 3 to go for 5 months without placing any orders with our artisans. We kept our artisans well held during that time through COVID supply donations, as Teresa mentioned earlier. By the fall of 2020, orders started flowing again. The new challenge became helping our directors conduct their work during repeated shutdowns. However, from the chaos of COVID-19, an unexpected silver lining has emerged. Our country directors innovated new ways to do their work, and our artisans were forced to rely solely on their 3 businesses to support their families, proving the strength of the 10 by 3 formula.
ছয় মাস কাজ অফ হওয়ার কারণে আমাদের অনেক সমস্যা দেখা দিয়েছিল। 10 by 3 কাজ যখন বন্ধ হয়েছিল তখন আমি আগে যে টাকা পয়সা দিয়ে যে জিনিসগুলো করেছি তা আমাকে অনেকভাবে সাহায্য করেছে। যেমন আমার একটি গরু আছে এবং সেই গরুর দুধ বিক্রি করে আমি সংসার চালাই।
mai bala ba alget la ta 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 pa bien ka sakati lok dam da wa ala eti be sa ba sa ta ba azan yeta dia mo ken dita so la da ta mo ka gang la mara ye lam bank li la za dik da an kayena dik da an si gege ken dik ti ku fi na man yo ka an yo wa matal bo ayila ma malan kwa maka bina ba ma dik me bo wa gena la ken ba ma ken zena nan wa ba bo ti lok na da hapun ken bona ma ken di dena be nko ka tu ti ala li ko do ho la yura da bin do la ita shalan ka ansonga so ma jira na ma ko zame ni ma putin kala hara
10/3 থেকে কোভিডের যখন কাজ বন্ধ ছিল অনেক মানুষেরই একই সমস্যা ছিল। যখন এই কোভিডের সময় যে কষ্ট 10/3 থেকে আমি কাজ করে উন্নয়ন করছি, যে আমি কিছু টাকা দিয়ে গরুর খাবার কিনছি, হাঁস মুরগিও পাশাপাশি কিনে পালছি, আবার ছাগলও কিনে পারছি আর কবুতরও কিনছি। তখন আমাদের অনেক ছোট ছিল, আমার অনেক সাহায্য করছে এরা আমার, যে আমি গরুর দুধ দোয়াই, গরুর দুধ বিক্রি করে সেইগুলা দিয়ে সংসার চালাইছি। আবার মুরগিতে ডিম পাড়াইছে, সেগুলো বিক্রি করে আমি সংসার চালাইছি কিংবা গরুরও খাওয়াইছি। কিন্তু আমার চাইতে খারাপ মানুষ চলে যাদের নাই।
এই বিপদের মধ্যে পড়ে আমি শিখেছি যে ম্যাডাম আমাদের যে কাজ দিয়ে যে সাহায্য করেছেন, সেই সাহায্যের মাধ্যমে এই কাজটার ক্ষেত্রে মানে বড় বড় সমস্যার মোকাবেলা আমরা করতে পারবো।
COVID-19 has impacted all of us and has touched every level of our work here at 10x3. I'm proud to say, with guidance from our board, an incredible team, and support from all of you, we kept 100% of our staff working around the world and here at home. Our retail partners are bouncing back, and our sales have never been higher, which meant that we could enroll more artisans. This year, we expanded into India to start a new line of products, scarves. After a decade of serving our artisans in Bangladesh, Chandan Goswami recently moved to India. He had gotten married and was starting a family. He was the natural choice to oversee our India operations. Now, we intended to have an entire line of scarves ready to unveil at this gala. However, COVID-19 had other plans.
10x3 has just started our operations in India. Master artisans of Kanthastris, they are stitching scarves for 10x3. There are many lockdowns when they needed supplies. I could not make it because something happened in my life due to COVID. My wife was pregnant then. She birthed a cute daughter for us. Suddenly, her health condition was reckless. When I had got her admitted in the hospital, just next morning she phoned me, asked me that I would like to go back home, not need hospital. I don't know what happened with me, but I will go to home and just I will hold you, I will sleep on your chest, on your lap. If I die, then I will have no regrets. 1:30 a.m. doctor called me and said, guess what? Something happened with your wife and she is no more. I only said to the doctor that, sir, what you are saying? I have 14 days old daughter. How can I manage her? He held the phone for seconds and cut. Teresa called me from USA and Teresa, you have talked almost 1 hour and That is why I can say that I still alive, because on that night, I don't know what I needed to do. I have to be steady so that I can make my wife's dream come true. I can grow up my daughter and make her what she really wanted. And that is why I could not provided the supplies to the village so that our masters, artisans would have provided the scarves
I can see
on
by
time.
the auction numbers, you have crushed the $50,000 target, which means we will be able to keep helping Chandan, our artisans in India and around the world. Thank you for your continued trust. As we close our time together, remember our auction will remain open until 7:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time, October 21st. And if you registered your cell phone, you will be alerted if you've been outbid by someone. This is one of those 7 master scarves Chandan helped our artisans create. There's only one like it in the world, and it is available in our auction. Thank you for your trust and for helping us meet our goal. It ensures we will receive that $50,000 in challenge grants to continue our impactful work. We are truly in this together. Once again, Director Chandan Goswami.
A Kantha work contains people's daily life, artisans' daily life. So many sad things happened here. During that time, they were working to obvious a village happy picture. With a sad mind, working for happy things is very hard. So this is exceptional work. It has a lot of story. It is my emotions are in there, because when they were working on the scarves, they told me that their tears on their scarves, because while they were thinking that I lost my wife and I am having it hard, a critical situation alone in my room, they cried. What people they are not seeing, I definitely sure there are tears on those scarves. I have a very beautiful job, and it's my job satisfaction that I am working with 10 by 3. We are lifting them and trying to help so that they can stand on their own feet. And everyone needs to stand by each other.